part of the identity of the game, honestly. Like, a lot of
yeah.
stuff in the history of +R and, you know, XX era in general. So I just love team tournaments for this game. I think it really brings out the best.
Yeah, 100%. This is how we used to do SBO and you know, truly old school.
Speaking of which, what better team to introduce us here? We got Alvin and the Cliff Monks. That's it's a good name here. That's T5 and Alvin Shadow on the left. Original team name, I'm going to have to give Doc a lot of points on that one. I actually can't see who the players are here, but we're going to see here.
Yeah, we got Alvin Shadow on the 1P side, and I'm not sure which Cliff on the right side, but we are going in on the losers quarterfinal. Bozak controlling space, gets hit by the jump heavy, takes the full confirm. Wow, double dash in into a throw.
Yeah, this matchup, Faust is like pretty big, especially in the air. Like he is tiny like Cliff on the ground, but because of that, the fact that Faust also doesn't have great mobility, it can be really awkward to deal with Cliff's like giant normal, especially in the air. Like JS, JH from Cliff gives him a hard time.
Yeah, absolutely. T5 used to tell me that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
calls out.
Get it on
the
super. Beautiful.
Yeah, unfortunately not close enough to the wall to get a confirm off of that super, but still good situation. Doesn't get the fireball, but will get the drill. Oh!
Through to the bomb. OTGs, so not that much damage.
Could have been really crazy to confirm, but here comes T5, gets a huge JH. Late gold burst from Alvin Shadow.
Nice air grab.
Oh, this is really good. Let's see the RNG here. Got a meteor. Yeah, that's really tough. There's the meteor. Like, I don't really know how you get out of that without something super sick and slick, so.
Yeah, no, not a lot of room to operate there for Cliff. Doesn't have that level of mobility to come past meteors and a pogo drop at the same time, so Alvin Shadow
gets
up
a deep
1-0.
saddle, goes to the dust, hits the other dust, wake up dust from Bozak. I feel like I don't actually see that option represented that much by him, but just funny to see dust meeting dust there.
Yeah, no, gotten more sound on defense, doesn't rely on the dust so much, but the dodge into the throw, goes for the ride.
A lot of lead packing. Wow. Yeah. Okay, confirmed though from T-Fireball FRC. Get more from this. Guts crushed. Oh no.
No, maybe stop because saw the burst come up.
Yes, that was definitely hard call the burst bait.
Yeah.
Because Alvin was dead there. Okay.
Nice use of the force
It's
break.
a pretty big W, though, from Alvin choosing not to burst there, though. So he actually is going into this with a pretty big advantage in the sense that, well, not advantage, but he could have been down a lot actually. Not
yeah, no, could have been way negative on the burst economy there. So
basically, very even situation now.
Yep.
Oh, it's a good roll.
Wow.
Lead back, though. Doesn't have to deal with it. Yeah, was a little troubled by the mini Faust, and he does eat that slight punish for it.
Yeah, no, nice use of the dodge to avoid both the meteors and everything else, but
It's
Alvin
still looking
Shadow's
good, yeah.
in the lead.
Nate's FRC, though, tries for more, doesn't get it.
Right, item bomb, Bozak controlling space far as connects, another item bag, just kind of trying to hold down the fort. Mini Faust is there, so that will keep him from going in afterwards, and Bozak gets the scalpel full block. FRC on the big fireball, and low connects. Item out, gotta watch the bomb. The cross under. Use
a lot
the
of meter.
burst.
Not sure how you do this is Cliff now. You have the run-up throw, the classic. Makes so much sense.
Yeah, rough spot there for Cliff. When you have no meter left, you're down to chip damage, and Faust has a lot of ways to chip out life, so
like
nearly a checkmate situation there.
Faust is definitely a character that normally doesn't do too much damage per hit, so when you have a life lead as Faust, it just kind of feels overwhelming to fight against. So we are going to rotate again. This is Wasis style. This is 2-on-2. So this is A versus A, B versus B, and then we have a tie. Then the winners play each other.
Yeah, effectively every set is a first to two, quote unquote. So
yeah, but the players themselves are basically playing a first to one, which is exciting for a game like +R. Already a game extremely volatile, full of just crazy shenanigans.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And that's the cool part about the team dynamic, right? Is you can set up your matchups a little bit better.
Yes.
You can play the matchup game. +R is a matchup-based game, always has been. And the cool part about this team format is that unlike a 3v3, every player is guaranteed to get on the sticks at least once.
Okay, so that was G-Dom playing Cliff. And now we're going to see Soup Dizzy coming up here versus T5, so a very high-level match coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Soup made an amazing run in the +R tournament. Absolutely stellar performance in the top 8. Of course, T5 has been the Cliff innovator of the past few years. You know, I call it the T5 Institute of ruining the game.
I mean, he taught every other NA Cliff player basically has followed in his footsteps. He is, you know, there aren't very many games where you can really just be like, yeah, this guy innovating the character, making the character work. To the misfortune of the rest of us, This character is evil. I really like this character in first. Oh, takes the burst very late. Not enough to get anything off of that, though. No wall stick, but oh my god. You're dizzy, I think? Oh, not enough.
Quite, but any hit. Wow, went for it. Yeah, went for the stun.
Oh, yeah.
On the far.
Oh, okay, no confirm, but you're just so dead.
Yeah.
I mean, Dizzy, a character that's very delicate. She's a very strong character, but you need time to set up. You need space, and sometimes the set doesn't care. Like T5 is just running his face in here. You see, he did not care about the fish at all. But Soup is cooking now. Wow. Dizzy's in back. Hold up. You're dead.
Yep, absolutely going to close out.
I ain't even going to finish my sentence about this matchup before Soup just mauled over T5.
This is volatile. Yeah. Like, +R is volatile in general. This is extra.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you kind of have to do sometimes is Dizzy when the opponent. Oh my god, the JH counter. Here it comes. Did not choose the block. Reset pressure, though. JKSH. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, nice confirm from T5.
And
the IP hits. Going to get the full confirm.
Yeah.
Dizzy's
going to be
with
stunned. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Great awareness there from T5 to know the sweep into the super would be a guaranteed stun, and T5.
There were like 3 different routes to stun there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's crazy because, like, for years we thought this character was butt. Like, I talk about this with Sabi all the time. We all thought Cliff was like, like,
no.
I
was a believer.
You get a fuzzy break here and there. It's like, oh well, you know,
okay, so
he's
like,
high volatility. Blah, blah, blah.
Cliff was broken in arcade when he first came out,
yes.
and then he got like nerfed.
Yep.
I mean, like, it is not air quotes, because that version of him is really messed up, too.
Yes, absolutely.
But so, yeah, people definitely, I think, overreacted to the adjustment. But no, it turns out basically that if you actually look at the hitboxes on this character, they're nonsense, basically.
Oh, yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that it's
just go look up Fares.
Yeah.
Just go look up Fares and get mad about it.
It took a while for people to realize, like, oh, wait, these moves are actually really messed up.
Yes,
yeah. Not just kind of messed up. Anyways. Great match.
T5 staying alive.
It's a scary team. That is definitely a scary team. And
absolutely.
I probably wouldn't be very happy to see that they're in losers if I was also in losers. So yeah.
You think about that team, and it's like the matchup coverage on that team is incredible. There's not really a single character that's going to be able to both dominate Faust and Cliff.
Yeah,
like, there's no one on the cast that's capable of doing that. So they're going to be a factor all the way at the end, but we still have plenty of other strong players here. Very curious to see what kind of level of play we get here. We're on the 3rd day of this event. People have been playing, grinding, been in brackets for 2 days, hanging out with friends. Probably had a late light last night like most of us did.
Oh, yeah.
So going to expect a few more scrambles, a few more drops here and there, and just generally, that's the fun. That's why we do 2v2 on the final day. Like, like
it's still not lose.
It's fun. You don't want to lose,
no stakes.
but
I mean,
this is low
stakes.
stakes. We're big chilling. We're big chilling here. I mean, I'm in a hoodie. Like, you've seen me. I've had a suit jacket on for 2 days. I'm just like, brother, I'm tired.
I took a look at the list of players here. So we got TJ Brown and Tazriel.
Solid team.
And then we've got the Double Justice Hota Vulture team.
Okay.
And then we've got Native and Barbar.
Okay,
so that one's really good too, because Native got knocked out a little early in top 48. So
Barbar a very, very strong soul. Like, really enjoyed playing him on that play because he's one of the more kind of fundamental based souls. Like, definitely not. There's usually 2 types of souls you run into, right? Like the high fundamentals, like I play this character's range, and if I touch you, I kill you. And then the souls that are like, I just did 4 lines of cocaine and 6 Red Bulls, and I am running at you.
Yeah, well, speaking of Barbar, we do have his team. So he is on team he is on team Just Jump the Grab. That's Native and Barbar, and makes sense.
Yep.
Versus team Ball and Chain, so that's going to be Digital Watches and Summer Breeze.
Okay.
So we got ourselves we got Axel Venom versus Pot Soul.
Okay.
So they're gonna send up. So sometimes this matters, like whether it's gonna be a blind pick on the order. I don't know, but this is actually kind of important, these matchups, because Pot and Soul in particular, like, they're kind of sensitive to matchup. Ball and Chain is playing basically like double long range. Our wake up throw here though from Summer Breeze to start things off.
Gets the party started, set the ball set. This is what you want to do against Projectiles Venom. Have as many balls available at all times to try and deter hammer ball shenanigans.
It is a racked up guard bar. Immediate burst does not want to eat it. Like, oh, that's gonna come out.
Oh, that's going to come out and take a bunch of tension away from Native.
That kind of worked out, though. I mean, it's bad, but we did lose the guard bar. I mean, there are much worse ways to take damage from having cracked guard bar. Blocks the Everphone. There's FRC with flashback attempt against Pop Buster from close slash.
Yeah, now Native going on the offensive.
Oh!
FRC into the P Buster. Native doing
life
what he
even
does.
now. 1 more. 2-8. Oh!
Yeah, trying to call out a jump out of the next P Buster, but what'll be next is Ops to burst. Slide edge.
Yeah, he might have wanted to switch FRC there. Okay, oh, Heavenly just to get in. Close slash to the, oh! Link's on the mad struggle. Going for the kill here. The chip blocks that. Another one. It's so close here. He's on a pixel. The chip is so real. Flicks it! Gets hit by the flick!
Active defense.
It's really hard for Fly here, though. You died at one bar slash, yeah.
Yeah, valiant effort there from Native trying to keep that round alive with the active defense, but doesn't get eventually chipped out.
Some air-to-air. Venom kind of in control of this neutral game here in this matchup. Especially if the Venom player knows how to play. Oh, right there it is! Wow, the burst gets taken. Throw punish. Not a true punish, but Native not ready for that.
Yeah, no, very good read on the first. Has the corner to the 5D connects. We're going to get the Impossible Dust off the mad struggle. Does mess up the ball set slightly. So Native does get out of the corner finally. But
wow. So there's a rare Julius FRC there at neutral. This is quite a problem, though. I mean, you're seeing how good Venom is in the situation. And Summer Breeze trying to mix up his ball timings and trying to avoid the flick, but that is giving an opportunity. Native though doesn't get the command grab. Looking the kill here probably off Chip. We'll see. Has a lot of meter, but yeah, the FB Carcass. That is a very tough place to play out because, yeah, I mean, you could try and flick the ball, but the thing is, a good Venom player is just going to make it really easy to change the angle, and then if you miss your flick, you just die in that situation.
Yeah, no, I think that's great use of the force break Carcass Ride because if you don't flick it immediately, it's going all the way up the top of the screen. And at that point, you get another ball set, and it's like you have to FD. You're going to be chipped out. So good, very much a checkmate situation.
Yeah, I think it's actually worked out. I mean, not that Axel is bad either, but Summer Breeze showing really excellent matchup knowledge and being able to send out the Venom to take out Pot here is really huge, actually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's one of those matches where it's like Venom has every tool to just not let Pot play the game, but the scary part is if Pot gets in, then it's like you're playing one of the worst defensive characters in the game.
Also, Soul versus Venom is like one of those matchups where, I mean, Pot also has a huge Wanchan ability, but Soul versus Venom is also like, when Soul gets on Venom, it feels really rough.
Yeah.
So being able to dodge the Soul matchup and then get the Venom or get the Pot matchup is actually really good here. So I wonder if they blind picked for the order and guessed here. It is obviously 50-50, but we are gonna see a Slayer pick. Is this real?
Yeah, looks like
that,
I don't think
is that actually Barbar?
No, it's not. It's not. I don't know who that is, actually. I'm not.
Okay, so this is, I see it. Hold up. Was this a Star GG, like, they gave us the mix-up? Or they just, maybe someone swapping in for Barbar, yeah.
Could be. All right, so DW going to be taking on Slayer here. We'll try and get a name for you as soon as we can, but DW is controlling the horizontal space. Axel is so good at this matchup if he can just keep Slayer out. As long as you can zone a little bit, control that horizontal space.
Round start 5-8.
Yeah, very nice.
Kind of a call out there. Reset. Command grab.
The overhead. Nice
air to air.
Yeah, like that.
Not something you usually see Axel do.
All right, get a first throw here. See what the ninjas. Wow, just goes for the bait, connects, but the counter from DW hits. And Rain Trap in. Gonna FRC. Should have. Nope, not quite.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, there it is. Yep. Well, you know, I do not blame the random tech direct hit Dandy is, you know, that I respect that. I respect that. It didn't really work out there, but, you know, could have been an epic clip if things had gone
That's one of those where it's like you're down to 8% life depth.
Then you just go for it.
You might as well throw a haymaker.
You hit them, they like die.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like risk reward's pretty low. You're gonna be dead anyway if you don't do something.
What are you
so
gonna
why
do?
not try to do the one hit that can you know turn the whole fight
when you
around.
take across the screen and then somehow not just get chipped out by Axel with that meta light. That's it. Not gonna happen. So. Mad respect for the Phantom rep the Phantom ringer in for Barbar.
Right.
That's really funny. But yeah, we are. Oh, you know what? I mean, I still think actually dodging Slayer as a Venom still worked out. Actually,
yeah, definitely.
It is funny though that just jumped the ground. I mean, Slayer does have a bite, so it still kind of works.
Yeah. No, it still adds up to the same level of don't get got.
Yeah. So those were our two losers matches. So I think that means we are going to be heading up into the winner's side now because we're top 4. So one thing though, if you're not familiar with how like this kind of watch this style works, is there's not really going to be like 3 out of 5s for winners or for top 3.
Yeah, no, it's 2v2 the whole way through.
Basically, we are doing the same. We are going to win. The tournament is going to end on a best of 1, basically.
Yep.
You know, we're best of 1 the whole way through.
Yep.
So we do have our players sitting out here. Yeah, so this winner side is gonna be Team Omega Shifters. That is Hota and Vulture.
Okay.
Versus Tier Horrors. That's TJ Brown and Tazriel.
Okay.
Aptly named.
Yep. No, this is a strong set of teams here.
Yeah.
Obviously, Hota, I mean, do I need to say anything more about Hota?
I think you said everything yesterday.
Yeah, like, watching this man play Justice infuriates me because it's like, it's not the way every other Justice beats you. Like, the amount of times I saw Hota do some kind of micro walk into a tip range poke that he converted into like 40% damage, I'm just like, this is unfair. You cannot be this good at this game and play this character. Like, it's blatantly cheating.
All right, here we go here. So Hota up first versus Tazriel. He put up a good performance in the singles bracket. Gets the aura knocked down.
Yeah, no, this is not a terrible matchup for Viking. It's not necessarily fun, but she does have the tools to navigate Justice. And right now, Taz off to a really good start.
Yeah, it is a little, like, you still have to deal with the mix even if you have guard cancel, but at least you have to make Hota double think a little bit here. Oh, no. Yeah, Hota loves to. I saw him do a lot of that in the pools of this team tournament, is just caught when the opponent is over-eager and just instant block something, or not even find a gap and just super. This super is so good. Oh my god. Yeah, you're dead.
The burst.
Oh!
Wow, a little too early.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit, but still, Hota with a lot of room to work with, gets the FB dash.
Just the tip.
Yeah. Hota's spacing is just absurd with this character, and his reads are always on point. It's just, man, how do you always know what your opponent is doing? It feels like Hota just lives in his opponent's head at all times.
Justice is very tall, so IEDJS, you've seen a lot of that in this matchup, and if you're watching Hota's movement at neutral, that's one of the things he's trying to do, is trying to not just let Mike and IEDJS in, because, yeah, again, it's pretty annoying for tall characters to deal with that into Tatami, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You technically, if you instant block the Tatami, you can keep playing the game, but oh my god, he just knew! He just knew!
He always manages.
How did he know?
Just every time, I'm like, all right, you fought your way in a little bit, get to finally maybe start some offense, and
or
then
it gets blocked, throw punish.
You just get a very tip hit, and it's worth $1 billion damage, and you're just like, well, now what?
Yeah, just a low.
Nice FRC to stay safe.
Yeah,
Nuke FRC.
So smart. Not enough.
Yeah, barely not enough. So Taz with a little bit of light
Chase
here.
down though. Hota one step ahead in all aspects, honestly. Love that you can see, thanks to the game being 4x3, we had the player cam there, so you can see Vulture popping off with his partner winning there.
Absolutely.
He's also just been very excited over the weekend. I'm really happy for him too. So they're going to swap off. It is the same character. Double Justice here. So they're definitely vulnerable to some polarizing matchups. We'll see if that comes into place. We do have a Testament coming out now because TJ Brown sitting down. Great performance from her this weekend. Sorry.
She has gotten so good so quickly. I've been so impressed with TJ's play ever since the first time I saw her last year at Frosty Faustings. And like, this is a player, Sammy and I were talking about this, that like I feel like is half a step away from being the North American Cascade. Like, she understands this character so well, and you see such good reads, and the conversions are always on point. And when you have someone who can play Testament at that level, who can make one good read and then just make your life miserable, Master of Puppets, like, that is a scary proposition to work around.
All right, so it's going to be Justice, Testament. Saw a lot of this yesterday. A lot of Testament and Justice yesterday, so
yeah, Testament more than well equipped to deal with Justice. Like EXEVs helps a lot. Screen pollution does make her mobility even worse. But still, got to be careful. Don't want to be too obvious with your warrants, too obvious with your EXEVs.
Yeah, the big thing I saw from Hota fighting against Testaments yesterday is his ability to use his ability to use various movement options to throw off the Testament anti-air.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of like air Michael FRC just as like kind of a weird juke.
Yes.
Or just even the way he's timing double jumps.
Yeah.
Like I think I was so inspired by just watching this guy use only double jump and getting it on Testament. It's like you can't even complain about this character. And this character with no air dash is getting it on Testament just with like really intelligent double jumping, right?
Yeah. No. Justice's ability to stall out in the air is kind of nuts. Like you can whiff 3 moves and just stay in the air for like 6 to 8 seconds. And like I say, this is an Anji player who will spam JD in the air like 5 times in a row. He's being jackass.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I just watched CJ Band use the teleport warrants. Don't usually see that one thrown out So that was pretty interesting, but that's going to combo. First extension's not going to work out.
Yeah, it does trigger the tree, so that's gone. Backdash is not quite through the XE. He's still stuck in the corner. Yup. Now, TJ Brown, that guard gauge is cranked up. Yeah, half the burst there. That was going to hurt.
And yeah, we're seeing FB Skull hold up, mistiming the double jump maybe a little bit there. And, obviously, for a character that can't air dash, FB Skull is really strong. And I think part of TJ Brown's game plan is going to be just keep that consistent meter. Yipes, and another one, like what are you going to do here? You have to deal with it. Neutral is just such a struggle. And we have a 25% command dash that's like really it other than traditional movement to try and get in here.
Yeah, 100%. Right now, Ultra is going to run out of time at this rate if they don't get in.
He gets a JK, that's not good enough though.
Yeah.
There it is. He's in.
All right.
At 10 seconds on the clock, though. You can do it in skill gear, so.
Yeah, no, definitely can do it, but has to connect with the next mix-up. And TJ Brown able to jump
one
out.
Into us.
Yep. One more
it's
jump
over,
out.
I think. Oh, wait a minute! It's not enough, it's not enough.
Not enough. Wow.
He tried. Yeah.
Wow. So about one more second, and that would have been enough. So it's just that much, but.
S doesn't get the Badlands connection.
Brown lays a tree there. Yeah. Gets tagged, but he comes out.
He's going for air-to-airs all the time. They know the battle is kind of in the air here.
That guard bar is absolutely gripped. All right, pretty innocent hit there.
Yeah, hold up kind of greedy, like just gonna keep this guard bar cranked down. Knew that starter wasn't great. He's looking at the lead TJ Brown maybe. Okay.
All right, Warren finally gets through. Now TJ Brown earns the corner, starts the pressure. Hota gets rid of the net, gets out and deactivates the poison.
There's that skull.
Yep. Good defense.
IFCYipeS gets dodged. Gets the throw. Hard knockdown here into another mix. Low. That's going to be it.
Yeah. Very good patience there. I like TJ not using the burst there. Would have been a bit of a hero burst. Probably put you in a bad position for round 3. Instead, go in completely even.
Oh! Air-to-air, Michael. That's a start. Not going to let TJ Brown get out of the corner at all. Where are you going?
Where are you going? This is your home now. You live here.
Fishing for that counter hit, Michael. Here's the FB Skull again. The trade, though, the Skull's gone. That's big.
Yeah, no. It does give DJ some room to operate, but a big like this is Michael's sword.
Oh, the conversion, the burst.
What a conversion. And
high. Yeah, not much after 3H.
TJ Brown just has no resources to work with right now. No burst, only 25% tension. Just gets spin and only gets a trade out of it. So
yeah, TJ Brown again missing the anti-air. Hota's just too tricky. One air dash Badlands, one hit knockdown to mix up.
Right, earns Hota's burst. We go back to neutral. Force break, skull connects, so the burst is activated. Ooh, gets caught by the net. All right, pretty innocent hit there, but
IFCYipeS gets dodged again. Hota really good at being cognizant of where the curse pattern is going to be.
Right. He's playing very patient right now. Hota realizes there's no reason to overextend here with a big light lead. More than happy to just run out the clock, and that's what it takes. Yeah. No, TJ going to get negative penalty. Does air dash in. All right, manages to negate the negative penalty.
Still has no meter, gets called out for the web. Yeah, no meter FRC or anything, but now I don't know how you get out of this TJ Brown. You've got 17 seconds on the clock. 14, yeah.
Had no choice, kind of had to make a desperation play. You're either going to get timed out or chipped out at that point.
Yeah, Hota really grinding out that match, really impressive stuff. What a tense match.
It's like a control player in
Yeah.
Magic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Being like, nah, it's fine, I'll just mill you out.
Yeah, no, I mean like the way he gets TJ Brown near the corner and was playing very much about not letting TJ Brown get out. Even with the flashing guard bar, like his focus wasn't actually on like killing. It was like, okay, you have 50 meters, so I'm just playing around dead angle or super or something, and like just playing very, very clean.
Yeah, you saw it staying at that exact range where it's like if you burst, it whiffs. If you dead angle, it whiffs. Like again, Hota's spacing is absurd. Like it's just the spatial awareness, his situational awareness, and his ability to just make micro adjustments at exactly the right time. But again, it's that readability. It's like he knows what his opponents are doing at all times. And it's like, with a character like that, that is unfair.
All right, that does mean we are going to be going down to losers semifinals next, it should be. So I believe that's T5 and Elven Shadow versus Summer Breeze and Digital Watches.
All right.
So it's going to be, it's going to be Faust, Cliff versus, it's going to be Venom, Axel. So that's going to be pretty interesting.
A lot of matchup intricacies.
Well, like basically double zoner, like team ball and chain, right?
Yeah.
Double double Zoner versus Faust is really interesting.
Yep.
A lot of characters on that roster that like make it awkward for Faust to move around.
Yeah.
But T5 is there to try and clean up. Well, both of them, I think both of them are like, I'm gonna kill all my opponents, obviously. But like, I think having the cliff here is really nice. Yeah. As a way to kind of disrupt these owners. Like, I think cliff is gonna be.
I kind of wonder if you throw T5 against DW here, because Cliff does handle Axel fairly well. Like, it's not a dominating matchup like it is for some of Cliff's matchups, but Cliff can very easily kind of poke at range with Axel and deter some of the basic stuff Axel wants to do. But maybe you want to save him and use it for the Testament matchup. Like,
yeah, I mean, I do. Or
excuse me, the
I kind of like
other matchup.
Yeah, I think either way kind of works here.
I agree.
I think I would just put Bozak against the Venom. I think that's all.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all.
Might have a little experience.
It did not work that way.
Yep.
So it's going to be Alvin Shadow versus Digital Watch. I mean, this is the kind of matchup I love to watch in general. Just like these two players so good at the game.
Yeah. This is one of those where it's like, you're not just playing the matchup, you're playing the play. Like, they know each other very well. Right now, DW off to a great start, holding down the corner. Bozak trying to give him room to work. Scalpel more just out of range.
Oh my god, what a delay! That's crazy! Alvin Shadow gets a full comp off of that.
Yeah, DW wins with a gold burst, doesn't get it. Like, they're not as bad as whipping a blue burst, but still not what you want that
really long stare down though. Like, I actually love that. I feel like I don't get to see Alvin Shadow make that play very often, so that was one of my favorite plays of the day so far.
You don't get a lot of standoffs with Faust. He's such an active character that you don't see those things.
Oh, yeah, poked out of the item toss. That's the one thing it's meant to get. It's tough. Like, oh!
Wow, nice call out with the teleport. Gets full confirming the knockdown. Just basic
FK's here with Digital Watches. That's a pretty good item roll to throw.
Yeah. All right, even up.
Catches 2K. Should have enough. FP, right?
Oh, the burst comes back last second.
Oh, the
FP
call
teleport. Yeah. Good work by Elven Shadow. Realizing, all right, you're going to try and chip me out. Wow.
Jumps it. Not afraid at all.
All right, Diddy Robo gets a little bit of damage.
Yeah, this is already really good for Elven Shadow. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, normally you're looking at the fake to punch and jump, but Elven Shadow like Faust has the dive kick. The watches.
All right, big conversion. Should get a full knockdown here. Oh, wait for a reset.
Oh, no! Yeah, he wanted a drill cancel. Didn't get it in the corner.
That angle to get out.
Oh!
Wow, same side into the proximity unblockable.
Normally, Faust goes for JD there, same side, but there he chose JPJK just as a slightly faster third off. I think that was really nice. Really nice. Don't get to see him do that very often. So we are going to have the rotation now. It's going to be Summer Breeze versus T5.
Yeah, I feel like this is a heavily favored Cliff matchup. Like, if Venom gets pushed anywhere where he doesn't have room to operate, you're talking about a character with very mediocre defensive options, not the biggest guts in the world, and decent but not great stuns, so it's like one straight counter hit can be around.
I think a big thing is just low damage. Yeah, Venom has pretty low damage in this game, and Cliff is the character that accidentally kills you. So the disparity here in terms of risk-reward is probably the biggest factor, I would say, in this matchup.
100%. So we'll see what we have on deck here for Spring Breeze. But T5, of course, very familiar with all these players, always on net play, always grinding with all of them. And the big thing is that getting ball set in this matchup is so brutal because you have pokes like Fares, you have 2D that are just lightning fast pokes that go 3/4 of the screen, it feels like. So if you want to get set up as Venom, you're going to have to earn it neutral through a lot of
the one silver lining basically is that Cliff doesn't have a traditional run. So T5 is going to have to either rely on some of his moves like Ape Saddle and Drill, or he's going to have to approach from the air. So that gives Summer Breeze an opportunity to try and hear something there. We'll see if he can do it or not. That's probably where it's going to play out. Double backdash. He's already off the offset. The other thing is that Cliff is very short. So if you do a P-ball 5P or whatever, Cliff can just actually, I think, dash underneath it time right. So,
yeah, no. Low prime so much with the dash. But Spring Breeze off to a great start here. No lightning loop, but the up back is hot. Now T5 going in. Nice block on the
level knockdown.
Yep. Right. And now Jump S. Nothing big there. Nice dodge.
Oh no. Yeah, you cannot burst there.
Baited. That's going to be brutal. Wow, missed input. Did not want the 8 fireball there, or missed the FRC. Not sure which.
Oh wow. 2D low profile on the IED. It's not going to matter.
Wow. Lots of interesting interactions there, but T5 comes out ahead and now is on set point already.
Kind of just slugging it out once they get into each other's faces. Huge JS. Yeah. Drill confirmed.
I like T5 doing the double crouch there to emulate the dust, throw off the timing a little bit, goes up, gets the grip, and you're going to be stunned.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
60 bear stun might have been nerfed a little bit from like Accent Core, but it's still really messed up. Yeah.
Once that 6B gets level 2, unless you're one of the heaviest stun characters in the game, you're not surviving.
He used to basically be like instant, like single dizzy, if you're, like when he was like a boss character. It's very funny.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, we didn't actually get rid of it, it's just you have to charge it now.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but this character can put you in hit stun for 5 billion years. That's not asking that much. Yeah. So good stuff from T5 and Elvin there, gonna stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, I think Alvin's match versus DW was really exciting. Like that was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
they were going at it, but now we are at our top 3. So in the winner's side, we have the Double Justice team of Hota and Vulture. So in the loser's side, we're about to watch the battle here. It's gonna be the team we just watched. So Alvin Shadow and T5 versus TJ Brown and Tazriel.
Yeah.
So
I expect in this, I fully expect T5 to fight Taz because Cliff fights Viking very, very well.
Yeah.
And we'll get ready for that. But we do have to run a couple quick ads here before we finish off our top 3, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Plus R.
Strap in for Season 2. Fan favorite characters make their way to the roster. Season Pass 2 is here. 6 months, 6 characters, a new fighter each month. Legends Unleashed. Available now.
At the shop.
2XKO Season 1 is now live, featuring an all-new Battle Pass, stage, and champion, Caitlyn, the Sheriff of Piltover. 2XKO is excited to announce Frame Perfect, a competitive-themed skin set where a portion of the proceeds help fund prize pools and tournament costs for TOs across the world. Elite competitors will clash across the globe, from EVO Japan to Combo Breaker and beyond, rising to the ultimate finals in Seoul. Don't miss your shot to qualify for the high-stakes ARC World Tour Finals on March 20th through 22nd, 2026. Kwanba x Atasa Collabo just dropped. Limited run sticks with that filthy Kwanba Wolf drip on premium Atasa Noir bodies. Loaded with Semitsu LS56 and Sanwa OBSF 24s for buttery inputs. These ain't your average customs. Hand-painted by Atasa Limited in Japan with Kwanba's signature teal flames and gold accents. With only 50 units worldwide. Paragon. Grassroots FGC since 2021. Monamoon. TCG and apparel since 2010. Creators of the Dicewinder format and fully artist-owned, they've got everything you need and a little more. Check out their booth in the hotel lobby. This summer, chase away the cold with Boston Blue Beats Beach episode. On July 18th and 19th, join the Massachusetts FGC at the Westin Waltham for the hottest event of the Northeast. Max Mode is back for Year 3 in Atlanta, Georgia on February 27th through March 1st. featuring SNK's World Championship 2026 Tour with Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and the King of Fighters 15, with them also being the first Jazzy Circuit auto qualifier. Registration is now live at start.gg/maxmode3. Don't forget to register before February 15th.
Snake? Why are you at Frosty?
I took a detour to buy a new sneaking box.
A box?
Not just any box. A Mana Moon box.
Be sure to check out all of our awesome Frosty Faustings merch. Whether you're headed to your local or an important job interview, we've got the gear you need. Shirts, hats, pants, keychains, blankets, mugs. But it won't be here forever, so get yours now.
All right, and welcome back to Frosty Faustings 2026. We are here the final day, end of the line here, right before the finish line. A lot of hardworking people here, but we are here to send off +R 2-on-2. I'm Brett, joined by the GOAT, Plage.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's good to have you. And yeah, like we've just been watching some crazy matches.
Absolutely. All weekend. That's what's beautiful about this event. It's a weekend of celebration of Guilty Gear. You can probably hear it in my voice that I did top 8 last night.
Yeah.
Like I'm a week
I've been there, yeah, it's rough. You know, Day 4 is rough.
It is what it is, but we do it because we love it. We're glad to have this here. And again, I love getting the team turns to Guilty Gear. It truly is a core part of this game system, especially the XX series.
Yes.
Team-based, you know, how many times did you watch the Japan 25v25s? The, you know, random Waseda tournaments at Mikado and Acho.
SPO 2007, 2008.
Yep.
Arc Revo, before it was called Arc Revo, it had a different name. What was the name of it?
Oh, God, what was that called?
It was something very similar, but like, there was a small window where they were doing some 3-on-3s for like Arc Revo.
Even Evo was Slash 1 year. We did team
I remember that
main game instead of singles. So, you know, long dedicated history of team tournaments in XX.
So I got a quick update.
Okay, we're getting a quick update here.
Elvin Shadow was here and ready to play, and then he got a phone call that he forgot that they were supposed to take a group photo in the main ballroom after 2XKO, so he got up and had to go back. So he'll.
Did they hear that? You need us to convey that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he'll be back as soon as he can, but
right.
yeah, we're just kind of in
All right,
holding
well,
until
you're
he gets
stuck
back.
with us for the time being, so you can listen to Old Man Yap and talk about Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
No, we're no stranger to this. It was 2 years ago where we had a +R.
We did top 8 2 years ago.
Yeah, something like that, and we had the block where they couldn't get sound out of the mini PCs, so you and I were just like, all right, 1 hour of dead air, go.
Yep. Yep. I'm glad that, so I have heard this year that the players are in general feel a lot better about the setups.
Yes, I have too.
You know, as a TO2, it's like actually very evil getting this game to not randomly cause issues.
Yes.
I love this game, but as an event director, it gives me a lot of stress. So
+R to me is the clear-cut reminder that playing fighting in tournaments on PC on paper sounds great. Doing it in practice is utterly miserable. Like, and we do it for this game. We make the exception for this game.
Crowd is cheering
because
because
Elvin
Shadow
run in.
just got
All right,
back
let's
here.
go. Look, man, we're never going to give Elvin flack because my man has literally been working nonstop, not just for this weekend, for months.
Oh, he just jumped into there, man. Like this guy literally ran up.
No fear.
Lock-in character, like no hand warmer, no nothing. Just all right, I'm gonna mess this guy. Who's my opponent? I'm gonna mess him up.
Yeah, let's
Here we go.
I love it. The old school.
Oh
wow,
yeah, guard
nice.
cancel on. That makes sense from J2K.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Little bit of Wukash in that Wukash gloves anti-air into the guard cancel. So Tazriel picking that up. All right, Barbell Winston goes for the Gorin, nothing doing.
Tazriel getting given a coin. The legendary level 2, Faust, will we see the relevance? I don't know. Tazriel looking really good right now. Would that be in the corner? The angle get off of me? Just no! 2026! You can't block that!
Guys!
26! You can't! Stop!
My co-commentator knows exactly what they're talking about.
Never burst 2K, please!
It has been 24 years playing this series, and people still be bursting Faust 2K for some reason.
Like in every version of the game too. Like the same thing happens in Xrd. Like you can't even play the version. It hasn't changed.
You can legitimately set your watch during a +R tournament to how many times someone bursts 2K, and it is one of the great mysteries. At this point, I almost feel like it's a meme and people just do it on purpose.
Nice straight 5K, how much are really good? Oh, so that was a delay. I think it was too late on the P guard cancel.
Yeah,
but. Times are trying to burst the drill guard cancel, so you see drill into going my way, but their Alvin chose JPJK. That's a lot tighter of a string, so you can't get ahead of it. Yeah, again.
Yeah, varying the timings up, trying to throw off the guard cancels. Of course, Elvin Shadow plays Wukash all the time, so very familiar with this matchup. He knows.
Oh!
Wow!
Whoa! Okay, well, just do it again. Alvin has so much meter, though. Looking for a place to use it. How is he going to use this meter? Wow. Oh, never mind.
Just run up and get the grip.
It was
Elvin's
going
so
for the
good at
layup,
that.
actually.
Yeah. Elvin's so good at that. Anytime you get a bomb and you have the opponent in the air, it's like you know they're not going to try and land on the bomb, so just go up, chase down.
It's a good sign when you're mixing the commentaries up. Like, I'm watching that, and I'm not expecting him to just full screen, run up, scoop the air through out. And so definitely getting Tazriel the same fashion. We're going to have a rotation now. We have TJ Brown versus T5 now. What an exciting match it's going to be.
Yeah, no, Testament, Cliff, two of the strongest characters in the game. Both characters very capable of hitting you once and just running shot from there. Cliff does it via stun. Testament does via the mix and Master of Puppets. So, these are interesting because it's 1st to 1. So it's like you really want to get ahead of the game. You want to win that first round. You want to take someone's burst and get ahead of the burst economy because you don't have much time for adjustments. And again, with two characters that are this volatile and able to just delete life bars very, very quickly, you really want to win those first exchanges neutral.
This game is all about momentum. All about momentum, and these two characters, you just want to get this first knockdown, wreck their life. You do not want to see either of them get ahead. There's the fist bump. Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
So Team Tier Horns versus Team Elvin and the Cliff Monks.
All right, so get first blood from T5 off the far S. Might have been looking.
Oh! No burst. Was hard reading that, I think.
Yep. All right, T5 opts the burst early, something they do pretty often with Cliff. Now, nice FD jump to get out of the EFC East. just walking forward menacingly.
He's a beast. There's a web. It's still there. He's too short, I think.
Man, it must be nice to just
Am I making this up? Wait, no. No, it's not there. I'm tripping, I think.
All right.
Wait, it was still there!
Yeah, no.
I thought I got gaslit! I was like, surely the force slash hits it, right? No, I actually got gaslit. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man, imagine having such a good character hitbox that you can ignore a web that was placed on the ground. Like that is the base level net. That is where Testament puts it when grounded.
Yeah, my bad. I did not know force slash does not hit the ground web.
That's crazy. Like, that's actually nutty. T5 taking full advantage.
My damage.
Oh, drops the combo. That could have been the 6B into a lot of damage.
Oh.
But the chop. All right.
Oh, wow. Actually chose to block after that. Sweet. The trade not going to go well for T5, but the lead back. Chase down. Oh, my God. The tick throw. Still looking for the burst. There it is. There. Yep, drill.
Okay. Gonna confirm here from TJ Brown. Should be able to get good damage and knockdown here. Yep, add the skull. All right.
Let's limited mobility makes it a little awkward. Yeah, trying to respond with the taunt, but not gonna happen. Oh, the succubus hard knockdown here. It's Oki the lead back.
All right, dodges through curses. Over now, so T5 has room to work. Gets rid of the tree. Very smart awareness there. Fares trying to close out.
T5, yeah.
Yep, the classic. Once Cliff has that much meter at tip Fares range, you don't get to move anymore.
I pray they drop the FRC.
Yeah, that's literally the best you got. Hope that they drop their execution, because otherwise you are stuck there for the duration. If you try enough back, you're going to get clipped out of your jump startup. You try and mash at anything, you're not going to dead angle, because all it's going to do is at best clash with Fares, and at worst just lose. So,
all right.
Yeah, very good spatial awareness.
That does bring us to Grands, I believe.
Yes,
that was Losers Final. So we do have Alvin, Chow versus T5. I mean, I was a big fan of this team. Team Alvin and the Cliff Monks. So, I mean, I just think T5 plus Alvin's a beast of a team.
Absolutely.
So, not too surprised to see that this is our Grands there. Hota versus Hota and Vulture. On the other hand, like, also really tearing it up with the double justice.
Yeah, no, this would be very interesting. Like, I know T5 has played a lot this weekend. It's played multiple sets with Hota, actually, and told me that early on, a little rough at first, kind of getting adjusted. Hota made the initial adjustments, but told me towards the back end, it was more or less even.
Okay,
so,
yeah. Well, I'm excited to see the result of that.
Actually saw that Hota posted on Twitter complimenting T5's play. Like,
no, I
mean, about how good his spatial awareness was.
T5 is really the whole package, and especially like very much a scientist, has a very, very deep well knowledge, and it's always exciting to see when he actually shows that off. It's like sometimes I think it's hard to see if you don't really know too much about like Cliff, because I think to the outsider Cliff just looks like he's swinging a sword hitting everybody, but a lot of subtle things that T5 does that really
like
make
we
a difference.
meme about how Cliff has like ruined the game and how he's the tyrant of +R these days.
He does make people miserable. That is the truth.
It
that
is
is
true.
not an exaggeration.
But the one thing that does get glossed over is playing him at the level T5 does is very hard. It is very, very difficult. He has very unorthodox movements. One of the biggest things is those air dash strings. The ability to vary 1, 2, 3 overheads, to vary into a whiff into a throw, vary into a tick, JP into a throw. We saw that in the last match.
Yes.
But doing those air dashes is really hard with Cliff, because he has a very slow jump startup, and it's a much more different style of IAD than, say, your average character in +R. So that alone is just one thing you have to practice before we even start talking about the stuff like, FRC, big fireball, into the dash up, charge 2P. Most of the time, getting that level 2 charge on 6P, you're talking about a 1 to 2 frame length to do it correctly. And if you drop it, you whiff a 6P, and your opponent now can just jump out of the corner and oftentimes just absolutely mollywop.
Knocking down the character is where the character dies.
I mean, and in fairness, a ton of people have picked up Cliff. There are a lot of Cliff players now. There's only one T5.
Yes.
We are seeing some that are getting close. We are seeing some Cliffs that are, we saw Izzy make the run in top 8. You're starting to see more that they're on the cusp of getting that level, but to this point, only T5 and Hano, when Hano is still playing, are at that, I don't want to fight this Cliff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I couldn't see what that was. No, that's the wrong camera, my brother. Bro. Okay, whatever. But yeah, no, to your point, it is going to be a great match to see. I'm gonna love seeing if it is gonna be T5 and Hota, by the way. So we didn't even know that, but we are seeing that this is the order. I'm pretty sure the reason why we are waiting a little bit, there was a little bit of downtime before the start of most of these matches. That's because we're probably doing blind pick.
Yeah,
so
almost certainly.
These are basically like random, unless you're hard. I guess it's not random. It is technically 100% like, deterministic. But yes, it did end up being that's gonna be Vulture versus Elvin Shadow.
Yeah, and this makes sense to me. T5's been playing Hota, has been getting games off, and Elvin Shadow, as much as he's been doing amazing in all these tournaments, always does. He's still running an event, probably hasn't had a lot of time to sit down and do casuals
yes.
So I think this is the correct way to go for it. You get the blind pick you want. So,
all right, here we go. So Justice versus what is this? Button test. It's gotta be a button test.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Freaked me out for a second. I was like,
that is the strangest round
star 5
gambit I've ever. I'm like, okay, round star 5K from Faust. Okay, that's not unheard of.
No.
Justice just walking forward and eating the boot in the face is completely different. All right, now we go for real.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, the classic Vulture color here.
Yep. All right.
Oh.
Vulture, all right. Getting to the corner pretty early. This is a good start for Elvin just to earn the space. And got to watch out for, nope, it was a mini Faust. Okay, thought I might have seen the bomb.
Elvin Shadow's on Justice right now. There's a good pan. Yeah, get a combo off of it even. Wow. Chucks into the mini Faust. There's another one. It's going to be relevant maybe.
Yeah, TK Microsword does run up with the proximity unblockable. And the 2K.
No!
Guys! It's 2026.
So
why are you doing this to us?
It's a good hit for Vulture. Gonna side swap too, go for the mix here, looking for the guard cancel, doesn't get the punish.
Oh wow, gets in with the force break dash, gets the throw, takes the knockdown, and now
Mix.
Elvin Shadow.
Oh god.
Not gonna burst there.
I stood up too. Blocks everything, but Chip is a factor now. Blows himself up with a bomb.
Yep, Elvin Shadow completely out of FD. No way to negate the chip damage, so Vulture gets rumbled.
Start counter, we did see Elvin Shadow loving that round start 5K. Gets his own burst taken.
Right, so Vulture in a dominating position right now. Nice counter poke there from Elvin Shadow, though. Does earn the corner. Now there's a bomb. Yep. Again, that air stall out from Justice, just negating the bomb.
It's air 2K.
Yep.
Oh.
Rough mistiming there, and Elvin Shadow gonna pay
enough.
for
Yeah,
it.
that's the crush. All right.
All right, so it comes down to this. T5 has to win.
Yeah.
T5 has to win, or Hota and Vulture will be your 2v2
This is crazy.
Fausting champ.
Yeah.
So,
and again, Omega Shifters, they're in winner side. So even if T5 makes the 2-0 sweep, then we got to run another set. Yeah. So this could just be it here.
Yeah.
Hota, grand champion of Frosty singles, stepping up to the plate to just shut the door on Team Elvin and the Cliff Monks.
And in fairness, if I've got to beat Hota to stay alive, I would much rather it be a 1-1 than a 1-2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like, because he's so good at making adjustments, and the longer you play against him, the more he's going to recognize what you're trying to do. So this is probably about as good of a situation you can hope for if you have to make the run like this. Elvin Shadow off to a great start, just wasn't able to maintain the momentum. So yeah, it's all on T5 now.
Guys gotta do this. See if he can make the reverse sweep. It's a little small of a team to say it's no CV, but you know, it's no CV if he can do this.
This is true.
Double 1-1s here.
All right, T5 versus our Frosty Faustings plus our champion, Hota. If Hota wins, we are donezo. We get to take off these headsets and call it a night.
Yep.
If not, we'll sit here and talk more about
the
Hota.
TOs are rooting for Hota here, but
absolutely they are. I'm not gonna lie. I love T5. I'm rooting for Hota. My voice is dying, Bucko. I'm ready to be.
Here we go. So the American Justice color here, piloted by Hota. Still no clean hits.
Yeah, and I expect we're going to see some extra layers in this because, again, these two have been
wow!
all weekend. Nice.
Yeah, the instant block, Dig to the K. Very unique move that just has kind of like a pseudo DP. There's the burst. It does go off.
Yeah, no, it does get the connected burst. Very important for T5, but instantly interrupted in the air-to-air. Very nicely.
Oh, trying to slash back in.
All right, nice dash back into the super. Going to get in now.
Baits it.
DP, very nice.
Yeah, FRC for confirmed. Almost takes the burst. I thought he was going to take it, but no, there's the cross-up.
Gross. So hard to block that cross-up.
Shifters. Hota has 50-meter, just lands it.
That's
Connects to the
enough.
super. All right, one more round.
Hota on championship point for Team Omega Shifters. The T5 start the run back.
Yeah, T5 not off to a good start here. Gets the hard knocks down in the corner. Here comes the offense from Hota.
Nice use of RS to get rid of the nuke.
Oh!
Does get T5 some room, and now
Yeah, he's
has
not getting
managed
the full
to get out.
confirmed. Even that drill didn't get a full confirm. Yeah. He has 25-meter though, that's huge. Yeah, he spent it on the FD though. Doesn't have any gas now.
Yeah, a lot of respect for both players here. Taking the time. Nice bait on the burst. It's blocked, but now Hota has the corner. This is going to be rough. Wow, accidentally corners himself instead, but
T5 in a bit of trouble. Does extend himself to hit the MP early. Yep, doing it again. That's not him doing that on accident. That's intentional.
yeah, nice confirm here from T5 though. Gets a lot
Gotta
of
kill him now.
damage. Yeah, you need to make
Gets
this
the
count.
throw, but attack.
Oh,
He's
the
ready
tag.
for it.
And his side swap comes as a result of that tech. So Hota with room to work with T5.
5 lands a sweep with a confirm. Extension with the FB. Not enough though. The air tech. Chase down.
Wow, gets the full confirm off that nuke, and now T5 knocked down yet again. Has
It's
to
gonna
evade
be-
the nuke.
Dispensing mids. FRC. Jump cancel. Keep it safe. No clean hit though. Oh!
Oh, not quite enough for T5.
Yeah.
Hota's still alive.
The lean back. Whoa!
Hota on pixels here. T5 trying to get that last bit of life.
T5 goes
Wow, what an interrupt on the air-to-air. Hota trying to close
Oh,
out with the
JS!
jump S. And
Doming
T5
the head,
stays
yeah.
alive.
All right, T5, yeah, playing it slow at the end there. Tying it up. He's down on burst, though. That's kind of relevant. He will get it back in a bit, but...
Yeah, should get at least
Oh,
one.
nice.
Wow, T5
Yes,
gets
takes the burst. That's huge. Gets the cross up. Reside to 5D does not work.
Yeah, nice block there.
Oh.
Good defense from Hota, but does get gripped into the corner. Going to be big
Yep,
damage.
that's a guaranteed dizzy. Charge 6P.
Is there
There's
enough
more.
here? Cliff has such good guts,
Guts
crush.
crush to S5H into DP. That's enough. Holy.
Wow. You know what's funny? That doesn't even get the reset yet.
Yeah.
Like, you did that and you didn't even earn the reset yet. Just brutal. Like, but amazing work from their T5.
All right,
Great
Vulture stepping to the
adjustments.
plate.
Yep. All right, so
It's time for him to
Vulture,
put in the work, yeah.
Vulture with the chance to close it out here.
Yep. He took out Elven Shadow. Looked great doing that.
Yeah, this will be interesting now, right? Because you're going to get not a completely different Justice, but definitely a different style
Yeah.
of Justice. Can T5 make the adjustments and now deal with Vulture's version of the character?
You get to see how T5 dealt with Hota, though. And Hota looking deep in thought, expecting the reset, knowing that he's going to probably have to do that again. But Vulture can just end this.
Yeah, no, absolutely a chance to send us all home here. We'll see. But
Yeah.
if T5 keeps getting warmed up, that could be a problem for Omega
I agree.
Shifters.
I think the big thing has been T5's ability to just go for air-to-airs has
Yes.
been huge. Now, in that previous match, there was a lot because T5 had to FD a lot.
Yeah.
It did not have 25 meter because with 25 meter, you can basically confirm off of anything in the air with Cliff. You can just go into EX Fireball.
All right, so here we go. It will either be a reset of Grand Finals or Omega Shifters will walk away Frosty Faustings champions.
That's a good knockdown here. Just goes for it, but the jump out. What an anti-air.
Yeah, against the 2H, going to be solid damage and a knockdown. An option split, full screen, but a projectile wins out.
Yeah. Interesting choice of the OGG 5H. I wonder if that was misinputted to 2H or something. I don't think so. I think actually was going for the OGG and sending the NBs. Backdash gets called out, taking the burst. Doesn't get the punishment. Here's the ID.
Yeah, no, good interaction.
No
Too
way!
high for the 6B to hit, but Vulture unable to escape
Yeah,
the corner.
T5,
Gets clipped. Yep.
such a predator here. Like, knows Vulture does not want to get wrecked in the corner, and it's going to happen anyways here.
T5 on reset point. Right, goes in, jump S whiffs. Little bit there for Vulture, but no big confirm. And now T5 is in and has the corner.
Just really abusing how big Justice is to just make JS look impossible to deal with.
Right, nice
ID
block on the
JS
5B,
again.
but yeah, no escape. Just
There's
stuck.
the FB, there's the Dizzy. A lot of damage off of this.
It's just the Hota round all over again. It's almost identical in the
Dust
sequencing.
crushes is enough. Just barely, but one touch here. It's terrifying. Uses FRC, but can't save himself from the sweep. And there's the reset.
Yeah, T5 sends us to a reset here in Grand Finals. And now, if you're Omega Shifters, what's the plan? Who do you throw?
That is a good question. Now, I see that Elvin is sitting down again, so I guess we're not resetting the order.
Okay.
It's going to be the same order.
Okay.
It's either that or like the
Or they're just saying let it rock.
yeah,
One of
I
the
don't
two.
know.
One of
I
the
don't
two.
know. I have a feeling that the order is just set.
Yeah.
Post reset, I guess. That makes things easier. We don't have to sit back up and
Makes
do this
sense.
nonsense.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. You know, we already were running a little bit behind. Might as well just get things set up and go right in.
Oh, Hota's still. I'm looking at the player cam, and he is off on the side, but he's deep in thought.
He is ruminating on how he's going to deal with Cliff. So
Like, we'll see if Vulture can do it again, though, versus Elvin Shadow. It'll be a very different story if Elvin Shadow takes us over Vulture.
yeah, no, we'll see if Vulture can get right back on the horse again. You know, Faust can fight Justice, but it's not the most fun matchup in the world for them.
Oh, wow. Find a drill gets traded. Into the bomb. Nice overhead.
Yeah, Vulture looking clean yet again.
Yep, still the MB gets the convert. Beautiful. What a round. Into Guns Crush, not quite enough, but yeah, I mean, that, you're cooked. You're cooked.
Yeah. No, Elvin Shadow would have had to FD, hold in the air, would have used a lot of the meter, but as it is now,
Years are
Vulture,
coming.
Yep.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, no, pretty innocent for a meter to strike.
Yeah, does not want to actually eat the item. You generally don't want to let Faust throw another item out.
It is crazy. Vulture is actually outplaying Bozak in his own game with the anti-airs. Usually that's Bozak's MO of going up using jumping H and sniping people out of the sky.
Wants the scalpel, but doesn't end response.
Good.
Whoa, Elvin Shadow blowing up by his own bomb is kind of uncharacteristic here. Nice IV to get actually escape from that jail situation. That's an intentionally getting hit situation here. Very nice. Tries for looking for the burst beam. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, looked like a hard burst read. Nothing doing. So, a little bit of room to operate for Elvin Shadow.
Oh, 266. Oh, takes the burst. Light damage against meter. FRC for extension. Yep. This loop will kill, I think. It doesn't get the full extension, but the reset. Huge. The pop up again. I'd feel incredible if I was Vulture there.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
like Elvin Shadow, one of the most decorated players to ever play this game, and Vulture taking him out, you know, twice in a row in Grand is huge.
So we have the exact same situation again. T5 has to run the gauntlet to come out ahead. A single win between Hota and Vulture will secure the victory. So can T5 do it again? I mean, I just get it. The possibility is clearly there. But, well, I'm going to be real. I think this comes down to can Hota adjust right here, right now? Because if T5 beats Hota again and is all warmed up, I think that's going to be real tough to stop.
Yeah, I think it's very small things. I think Hota was doing an okay job of defending against T5. I think it just comes down to the neutral as just a lot of these small hits. Even when T5 wasn't converting them, that just really throws off Justice's tempo, because when you hit Justice in the air, she air attacks, and she doesn't have an air dash. So even just getting hit randomly, it can be difficult to position yourself in the place that you want. Now, great round start counter here from Hota. Even with the Black Beam, we're still in a great spot here.
Yeah, now we know what he was thinking about that whole time, and apparently was round start catch counter, and right now in a dominant, wow, just walks right up.
We can barely finish discussing
T5.
this before this round. Might just be over the overhead.
There it is, Hota on championship point for his team.
He just needs to do that again. Is it going to be counter? What's it going to be? War jump. And T5 trying to read that, trying to use the JS.
Right, already dodges, is in, not a full confirm though. Wow, the back dash showing so much respect for Burst right now.
Oh my god, yeah, they are just jumping around each other. Like Hota and T5, they're really just trying to shuffle. It looks like Smash Brothers. Oh, one anti-air.
Yeah, T5 got the slashback on the nuke, but does not come out ahead.
Hard reading something. Takes the burst. This is not good for T5. It could just be over right here. One more, it could do it.
Yeah, Hota
even
on
a
the
throw.
verge.
Oh, GG. Oh!
And the
Options
walk.
like throw the pop-up from Hota. One adjustment. It looked completely different from the pre-reset.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is what separates the greatest players from the great players, the ability to make those kind of adjustments. Hota's like, all right, I didn't play it right the first time. What do I do to make the adjustments? And just utterly dominant there to close out the
double
2v2.
pop-off from Hota, though, winning singles and teams. And the headpad.
Big shout-outs to Hota. Big shout-outs to Vulture.
Yeah, I gotta give Vulture a big props, because
played
like
incredibly well.
There's a lot of pressure, I think, on you if you're playing with like basically the best player in the arena probably right now. And there's a lot of pressure to feel like you're not just dead weight, but he definitely earned that as well, right? He took out Elvin Shadow twice.
Yeah.
Really huge stuff. So definitely want to give a big shout out, not just to Hota, but Vulture. They really both put in a lot of work to get that W. There's a huge chant now in the crowd. People popping off. Really happy to see Japanese player come over to North America. It's a rarity these days for a game like +R that is not necessarily a main game at like EVO or something like that. So, you know, it's a momentum thing. I feel like with a lot of games, right? You kind of need to get everyone to feel like it's worth coming out, and I think I love that +R is really reaching that. Is that the community is slowly being like, yeah, we're all gonna come out to.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at the entrance and stuff, it's great that everyone is still trying to get that ball rolling.
Yeah, and of course, Hota part of that contingent
Yes,
over
yes,
at Shinjuku Sports
yes,
Land
yes.
that has been keeping
Yes.
+R alive in Japan. So if you are fortunate enough to find yourself in Japan and you are a Legacy Guilty Gear player, you absolutely owe it to yourself. Make time, go out to Shinjuku Sports Land on Friday and Saturday night. They're always highlighting Xrd, they're always highlighting +R, and the level of play is immaculate. Just incredible players, many of which you've never gotten to see because they don't travel outside of Japan. They don't come to big events because it's just, they're grinders. They're just playing a game they love. There's not a lot on the line for it, and that's what makes this Legacy
Wearing the
Guilty Gear
glasses.
so
I saw him
special.
tweeting about these glasses earlier.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
He is blinged up. I think we're going to pass it to the award ceremony.
All right, everyone, please put your hands together for your Guilty Gear XX Accent Core +R 2v2 top 3. In third place, we have TJ Brown, 329 and Tazriel. In second place, can you please put your hands together for Elvin Shadow and T5. And your Frosty Faustings 2026 champions for Guilty Gear +R. Please give it up for Hota and Vulture. Thank you so much for celebrating 3 days of Guilty Gear here. Please, once again, your top 3 for +R. Thank you.
All right, friends, that is gonna put a cap on another amazing weekend of Guilty Gear action. Of course, Strive still to finish tonight, so don't go anywhere for that. But as for the Legacy games, we have completed another Frosty Faustings. If you enjoy watching this, if you are finding yourself loving the +R action, the Xrd action, you absolutely owe it to yourself. Come to a Frosty Faustings. This is an amazing event. I always say it every year. This is a celebration of Guilty Gear. It's not just a tournament. It's so much more than that. If you love this franchise, you will be at home with your people if you come out to Chicago, Illinois in the freezing cold. My man's here is from California and does it every single year. So do tons of other players. And it is always a pleasure and a privilege to be able to bring this action to you. Brett, what do you got to say?
Hey, Guilty Gear is like $3 or something. +R is like $3.
Nothing is $3 anymore.
I mean,
nothing is $3 anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, you can get this game and play insane high-level players at any time of the day, basically, for like less than the price of most drinks. So pick it up if you haven't. And you know, this game's been around for a while, and it will continue to be around. So the only real difference is just like whether the community comes out and celebrates it, and you know. Obviously, there's a lot of love here, and would love to have more of y'all. So that's going to be it for me, I think.
Pay attention. There's a little event called Slashback coming up later this spring.
Love to have you guys there. Yep.
Absolutely. Get out there and play some Guilty Gear. Brett, always a pleasure to work with you, my friend. Thank you to all the production and stream runners. Don't go anywhere and enjoy Guilty Gear Strive Finals tonight.